So I've been using FightCamp for several years now, and with the recent release of the new FightCamp Console, that improves upon the whole system. So I wanted to make an updated review to discuss my thoughts on the current FightCamp experience as it is today, because there's a whole lot more to this than I think most people realize, and when it comes to finding a consistently fun and engaging way to get fit, for both you and even your whole family, there's not much out there that compares to FightCamp. So first off, what is FightCamp? Well, think Peloton, but instead of riding a bike, you have a freestanding boxing bag, a pair of trackers which slide onto some quick wraps, and those measure both the number and power output of all of the punches you throw. Then you have thousands of classes and programs and additional options to choose from, and you try to get your best score on the leaderboard against either your previous effort or even against a friend or family member. Now, when it comes to the product itself, the bag, the trackers, the gloves, and the new console, all of it is really well designed. Not only is each component very high quality, but it also has a great coherent aesthetic that makes it actually look great inside a home, so it's not something that you need to hide away in your garage or anything. And I'll talk more about its appeal as a family fitness program in a bit, but as somebody who has dozens of fitness products lying around all the time, I can tell you that this is the number one thing that family and friends go to when they come over. They always go right away to the bag and start throwing some punches. Now, when you want to use FightCamp, it is easy to set up and get started, especially with the addition of the new console. So before with FightCamp, you would need to play classes through either your phone or a tablet, but with the new console, it just runs directly to your TV, making it much easier to use. The console looks really nice as well with this cool glow, which you can turn off if you'd like. And underneath it, it has a magnetic bottom, which makes organizing both the HDMI and power cords really easy. On top of the console are 4 slots where you can keep your trackers charged. So once you're done with your workout, you can just place trackers here, and they're magnetically held here as well, so they'll always be fully charged for your next session. Now, I already liked FightCamp without the console, but I do have to say it really does help streamline everything and just makes it all more integrated and easy to get going. So if you already have a FightCamp, I think it's well worth upgrading to. Now, as I mentioned, FightCamp itself is primarily a connected fitness boxing and kickboxing program. And if you've never taken classes like these before, let me tell you, they are really a great way to get in shape, because not only is there a lot of conditioning involved that will get your heart rate up quickly, but you're also developing strength and power at the same time, in addition to learning and improving upon the skill of boxing itself, which feels really gratifying because there is a lot of depth here. Now, most will probably want to stick to beginner classes for a while, but there are a lot of more advanced classes as well for those who have been sticking to it for a while and need more challenging workouts. And you'll definitely find what you need here in terms of a challenge, because the classes can get tough if you want them to. Another thing that needs to be mentioned is the quality of the coaches and classes themselves. You know, most connected fitness platforms outside of Peloton really seem to struggle with finding very engaging, dynamic, and interesting coaches that you want to come back to. But with FightCamp, they probably are the only other fitness program that I can think of that has that same level of coach engagement as Peloton. The coaches here are really great, each have very different personalities and styles, so you'll probably end up finding a few that you prefer, but I've taken them all and have found them all to be really solid. And as I mentioned, there are thousands of classes to choose from, with new classes being added almost every day. There are also not just boxing and kickboxing classes, but also core classes, strength classes, and hybrids of them all. So you really have a ton of options available. Personally, I also really like that they have a good number of follow-along programs as well. And these programs are pretty in-depth, many consisting of well over 20 workouts that are designed to be taken in a sequence to help you improve in a specific area. Now, when it comes to a family-friendly fitness program, I don't think there is really anything else that compares to FightCamp. Like, I'm not going to have my daughter jump on a fitness bike or a treadmill, because not only do I not want her to just work out, as that would be extremely boring, but give a kid a pair of boxing gloves and they absolutely love it. And my daughter will keep up with me for an entire workout because it's fun and it feels like a game for both her and me. And there's really nothing else out there quite like it, where you can take anyone at any age and not only will they be able to participate, but have a ton of fun doing so. Now, normally for fitness devices, I have a list of pros and cons, but I don't know if there's really anything negative that I have to say about FightCamp. The products are high quality, they look great inside a home and feel great to use. There are a huge number of classes with new ones being added consistently and a ton of variety with great coaches. And the system works really well together and is even easier to set up than ever before with the addition of the new console. So if you're looking for an engaging and effective way to work out that combines both conditioning and strength training, or want something that everyone in your family can engage with and enjoy, FightCamp is a really great choice and one that I recommend checking out. As always, this is Colin Jenkins with Connect the Watch. Let me know what you think about FightCamp in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.